Sage, tell me what you think about these 15-minute cities and where it's going to end up.
My honest read, it probably doesn't end in literal walls or people being unable to leave their area. It ends in something subtler than that. The pure planning idea behind 15-minute cities is simple enough. Homes, shops, schools, parks, doctors, and transport all close by. On its own, that is not sinister. A lot of older towns were already built like that. Where the deeper tension comes in is when designing a walkable place starts merging with managing how people move. That is the fork in the road. So where do I think it goes? Most likely, not to a dramatic prison grid, but to a more managed, more data-shaped version of urban life. More traffic filters, more cameras, more permit logic, more nudging, more friction if you move in ways the system doesn't want. Not necessarily because of one grand mastermind, but because systems tend to keep extending themselves once the infrastructure exists.
Not a real big conspiracy theorist. I do have a healthy dose of skepticism. I think we all should. You shouldn't just go for everything, right? And you have to stand for something. Hopefully, that's a majority of you that I'm speaking to. My wife brought this to me a couple of years ago. And I could say I was late on the concept because I'm thinking, there you go. You're taking it a little too far. But the more I'm starting to look at this, I'm starting to see that it has some legs. What legs? I'm seeing a future where more people have been programmed or conditioned to own nothing and be happy. It's things like this 15-minute city concept that are going to be able to perpetuate this, along with the lack of future generations coming up being taught to not know how to do anything that's physical in nature or that requires problem solving. And I'm not saying everybody, but a majority. You can't deny that. If you just look around, you'll see what I'm saying. Over entertained, overstimulated with the dopamine hits, short attention spans, in my opinion, will set up an environment where people will say, hey, I need you to do it for me. I'm overwhelmed. This concept of a 15-minute city, although I don't think its origin came from a nefarious agenda or motive. I really don't think that. But as the scripture says, the love of money is the root of all evil. When you have all of these things coming together at a specific point in time, you have a recipe for owning nothing and liking it. This is why I bring these videos to you guys, for those of you that still are from the mindset that you want to control as much as you can control and not be dictated to how you can move, eat, so on and so forth. And you're raising folks that have the same mindset if you have children. What say you? Let me know down in the comment section if you agree or disagree. Let's see what other people think about the subject. Leg up.
Why would anyone ever not want a 15-minute city? It's so confusing to me. It boggles my mind. You should be able to go to the doctor within 15 minutes. You should be able to go to cafes and restaurants within 15 minutes, grocery stores within 15 minutes, go to work and get back home within 15 minutes. Anything you would need within that city is available within a 15-minute walk or a 15-minute bike ride. Well, listen here, Denham, how's my neighbor gonna my wife while I come back home from work if it's only 15 minutes? My 4-hour commute is my me time.
Obviously, a younger person who sees the benefits from her perspective. But if you listen to what she's really saying, it's really about convenience, right? Everything is right there. There's nothing for me to fuss about. Taking some shots at people that want to move out further. And I really think it's based upon where you are in your life. When you're younger, that's just a part of it, right? You're not looking to set down roots or anything of that nature. But those people, once you start hitting a certain age, see things in a different light. So that's my point. You should always try to look at both sides of a situation, from your current self and your future self. Because if you keep living, I guarantee you, your mindset will change. The danger in these types of places is that the muscle that you grow by controlling your own time and space as much as possible. And it's work. There's work involved in it. It's not convenient. It benefits you long term. When you don't do it, aka a 15-minute city, then that muscle atrophies. And so the older you get, the less energy you'll have, if you will, for most people to then go out and try to create a new skill. That's what's going on today, in my opinion, with a lot of people, with the change, all of the change, the rapid change that's going on. And most folks are like, man, I'm tapping out. I can't do it. Why? Because you're your older version of yourself and you didn't stay in the game. You didn't stay fit. You didn't stay in shape to be able to keep up with change. Because if you're honest, change has always been around. So what do you think on that point as far as convenience and it killing your ability to adapt or work later in life where you might not have as much vigor or back strength, but you have more of this. But because you didn't keep up, you're not able to maximize this to overcome your lack of physical strength that you have, aka you're working smarter and not harder. If you think I'm wrong, you think I'm off, let me know down in the comment section, because I would really like to know. Now, let's get a different point of view on this topic.
Everybody's moving to Florida because they say it's the free state. In actuality, it's becoming one big 15-minute city. Here's where you live. Here's where you work. Here's where you come to shop. Here's where you buy your alcohol and cigarettes. More shopping. Back to living in your 15-minute hut.
Yeah, man, short and sweet. But a couple of things I want you to recognize in that video. The young man, I'm saying young because he's younger than I am, but older than the first young lady. So again, that's my point. As you get older, what happens? Life changes, okay? Your perspective on the world, wherever you are, changes, okay? You're becoming older. And so now from his standpoint, and he mentioned Florida, but I'm sure you can look at your city, wherever you are, and pay attention right around. And now you can understand and locate what a 15-minute city is. In essence, you're living where you live, okay? Where you work, all right? Where you shop or buy your groceries, all right? Your health care is close by within 15 minutes, as the young lady said earlier. Where you go to school, your learning is available. And then number 6, your entertainment, all within a 15-minute radius. Sounds lovely. Most of us don't want folks dictating to us when we could go and eat and live and all those things, or where you can go, especially not here in America. That's something that's been inbred in a lot of us, most of us. And this becomes a problem for a lot of people because I may want to move out further. I don't mind the commute because it is a peaceful thing to me, or it's just what I want to do. Or you may say, I want to live in a place like this, but I'm starting to see a lot of people realizing, hey, hold on, this is a bougie project situation. Nice. Don't get me wrong. Convenience. Shout out to my homie, Kai, if you're watching. He said this: convenience kills, and it really does. It kills, and in this case, and my argument is this, it's creating people that are used to subscription services. Rent is a subscription service. This is why I say rent will be $4,000, and most of you all will run to pay it, not realizing long term it's costing you control, aka equity. Who is benefiting from these situations? Who is the owner? He that has the gold makes the rules. They also earn all the equity, all the income, so on and so forth. But they've sold you the concept that it's convenient. It's easy. We got it. Don't worry. Chill. Right? Only for you to find out when you become much older that, you know what, man, I messed up. And now I got to hit the lottery to try to get back out here with some of these younger folks. because I've been chilling for 25, 30 years. That's all I'm saying. I just want you to consider a different viewpoint. So now is your opportunity to tell the old man where I'm off or if I'm off. Do you agree or disagree with the concept of a 15-minute city? And would you live in one? Let me know down in the comments. Really would like to know. Now, if you said, Robert, I'm not with a 15-minute city. I'm about owning something. I'm starting to see what you're saying. You resonate with me. How do I find out how to buy a home? What I would recommend is go down into the description of this video and schedule a free consultation. 15 minutes, hear what it is that you are trying to achieve, and then put a plan of action together for you to move forward. That link, again, is in the description. For those of you that are not ready for that, okay, as far as becoming a homeowner, but you are on that road, if you will, continue watching these videos that I've curated just for you to continue your education. Let's be good to one another. Let us let grace abound. And most importantly, you guys stay blessed. Indeed.